Hey guys, hope everybody is doing well. Kind of a special video here. Traveling through in between clients on my way into Minnesota for the week, and I had heard about this while up here with a couple different clients, and I wanted to stop today. I'm actually coming through Danbury, and if not too many of you know this probably, but I have researched it before in the past, and you always hear about it, in North American whitetail and all that stuff as a kid growing up, and had a chance to be coming through here for clients this week, like I said, on the Wisconsin side and also on the other, on the other side of the border here in Minnesota, and got to experience what you see here in the back. Now, I had heard that this was built already in 2021, but it's not complete yet. You can see the groundwork is still in progress behind it. But what it is, guys, it's the statue, the soon-to-be statue of the Jim Jordan buck, killed in 1914, I believe it was, here in Danbury, Wisconsin. And so we are here coming past and wanted to stop because something that was fresh on my mind this week. I wanted to stop just a minute, and not to thank only the Wisconsin folks, but everybody. The last couple of years has been a blessing, and the business is going great. Meeting a lot of great people around the country, and one of the things that's kind of struck me is Wisconsin clients. Wisconsin in general has been very good to me over the last couple of years. 20 some clients last year. I'm almost 20 clients, or right at 20 clients again this year here in Wisconsin, and I think I resonate. I can relate to I guess to a lot of folks, maybe being from Michigan, and having some experience, having the property that I had in Southwest, guiding on that and running hunts, and kind of having that connection with the northern folks up here, if you will. But I think something that's grown the business and helped a lot of folks in this area is, having that kind of worldly connection about, deer in general all over the country. And I'm also, I'm often asked this question: hey, does the stuff that happens in the Midwest, where there's such a sought-after deer approach, if you will, does that stuff really pertain to us up here? Well, it's all perspective, right? You have to keep that in perspective. I think what you can learn from the Midwest, and someone such as myself that's been there and learned as I have grown through my career, and grown the business, learning each and every project as well. I think what you can learn from that is, if you're a northern client tuning into this, Wisconsin is pretty diverse, so just because it's labeled Wisconsin, are you up here, where kind of in that northwest region, if you will, of Wisconsin, where the Jim Jordan buck years ago was killed as 206 inches or 208 inches, or of a typical slick typical, one of the best deer ever killed, in my opinion, as far as mass, right? Just loaded with mass. Or are you in Southwest, where it's ridge country, and in between the dairyland, so it's a very diverse state, such as Michigan, where I'm from. And like I said, one thing that you can, I think you can take from that is just having that worldly approach, looking at what works in the Midwest, and then, taking that information and using it and benefiting your properties here, like in the northern regions. As we talked before, guys, I think one thing that's hugely overlooked across the country in general is the power of browse. Now, like we talked, and I tell this to a lot of my folks all over the country, but the browse intake of a white-tailed deer never drops below 50%, in my opinion. There's probably some research and some college studies that approve or disprove that, or whatever the case is, but from my studying, guys, it never drops below 50%. When you're up here in a region that I'm in, and years ago, but deer like this are brought to the surface. Deer like this don't grow on big beautiful food plots, especially in 1914 in the northwest part of Wisconsin. So that was before the world of food plots and everything else. So to kind of bring this all to perspective, yes, you can grow big deer in the north. Yes, you can learn from things that are developed and ways, hunting strategies that are developed in the Midwest and even in the South. I think it's a strategy, it's an approach, you know, it's not a one shoe fits all design. So what I guess as a thank you video here, and also as kind of a, you know, reaching out and hitting the heartstrings with some folks up here, is I see sometimes as maybe the northern clients, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, feel like you're left out because it's not the focus of attention as far as the you know, food plot world and stuff. So, but there's hope. I mean, there is a lot of potential. I come off a property yesterday, guys, that is in the you know, northern tier, I guess I would say, of Wisconsin. Many of them on this trip, the month of May here. I've got one Minnesota, one Illinois, kind of on the other opposite ends of this, coming and going. But I've got 13 clients this month in Wisconsin, and I'm telling you right now, folks, that there is a boatload of potential in the state of Wisconsin as far as a lot of overlooked areas, a lot of folks that are tuning into this that own property in those areas. The property I come off from yesterday is a testament to that. So if you're tuning in, that to the Kelly and his family, I really appreciate the opportunity to help work on that property, because that's one of the better properties that I have touched this year. About halfway through the client season here. It's a good property. I'd rate it up. I'd run it right up against any property in potential in the Midwest. So what we try to do is try to implement that study and that approach with folks all across the country, and let you know that that is available. Don't hinder yourself, or don't handcuff yourself, if you will, to try you know, and not succeed or reach those goals just because of your region. So if you're somebody in the South looking into this, take this as a region specific topic. You know, don't, like I said, don't handcuff yourself, and you know, just because of what's happening in your area, believe that you can or you can't do something. It's all region specific. There's some strategies that we, you know, do in the South that we obviously can't do up here in the North. But I guess I'm more on my design, guys. What you'll find is I'm more of the kind of the architect when it comes to a design, as far as a you know, knowing every tree species, knowing every forbs and forage that grows on the ground, having a green thumb. I mean, I learn as I go, and I feel very confident of what I've learned, especially over the last couple of years of really expanding the business. But I'm more of a strategic guy, more of a hunting guy, about how to get the job done, how to get you on and off the property, and, you know, how to manipulate habitat, building habitat pockets on your transition areas, building your doe bedding areas, what that means. Are you a hinge cut candidate? Are you not? Are we opening up the canopy instead of adding, you know, more structure to the ground? Stuff like that, guys. So it's all region specific. So kind of a two-part video here. One is to reach out and to thank each and every one of you that tune into this video. I don't get a lot of time to stop off the road anymore to do these videos in general, and more so a video, kind of a thank you video, and so that's part of it. And again, Wisconsin, I think I've got 6 or 8 Wisconsin trips on the books for 2023 already for next year. And so it's a big part of the business, a big part, big hunting state, big heritage state, hunting heritage state, and I surely appreciate it, and it doesn't go overlooked. So I really want you to know that, and how much it means to me. The families, friendships that we've made along the way, and like I said, not only Wisconsin guys, but you know where I'm going with this. The business as a whole, meet some great folks. So keep that in mind. The second leg of this is just that, guys. Because Wisconsin, Michigan is one of those areas that is, I would say, probably more so in the north of the deer camp aspect. We touched on this with the client yesterday. We talked about this a little bit. That deer camp atmosphere is sadly going away, right? And because I think what it is you get that many different people involved, different mindsets involved, it's hard to encompass everybody's way of hunting and you know, try to fulfill all them needs. But what I encourage you to do is just kind of step back and don't get caught in the shuffle of you know, antler inches and you know, more so get caught in who's watching, the kids, what hunting really means, and then your region specific. And if your region holds 4.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5-year-old deer, that's great. If you're tuning into this and your region holds 1.5, 2.5, and a possible 3.5-year-old deer, right? It's all kind of relevant, like I said, to where you're at. But if you get down to the dumps and you're the I wish I was here in this area, I wish I was there in this area, the property never comes to the full surface and that full potential. So like I said, the second moral point of this video is this, guys, to stay positive. Thank the good Lord of the potential that you do have on your property, and I look forward to helping you bring that to the surface of ways that, you know, I feel that you can manipulate deer movement, create better habitat, and, you know, have a better hunt and experience. You know, like I tell my clients, be able to experience the rut, which most folks, the whitetail rut, which most folks, probably 90% of folks, believe it or not, never get to experience. Maybe once this year, maybe once in 5 years, but not on a consistent basis. And that's what we're here to help you accomplish. So kind of a neat location here today, guys. Just wanted to pull over and bring this one to you, send them thanks out, and we're going to stop along the way here and do some more videos today. We're actually going into that St. Croix area. I got a couple stops to make, a couple phone calls to make today. We're going to shoot some videos. We're going to bring this stuff to you. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and we're creeping up on the very good portion left of the season here, guys. So stay focused, and as I always say, stay whitetail driven. Thanks, guys.